Jon, welcome back to St James Park for the third time this season as part of your FA Cup challenge or journey, if you like. Tell us a little bit about what it is you're doing and why, as a random Hereford fan from Nottingham, you've ended back up at Exeter for the third time.
So I love the FA Cup and I love lower league football. So I decided that I wanted to do the run to Wembley from the extra preliminary round right at the start of August all the way through to Wembley. So I started with my local side, which is Hucknall Town, and I've been following the winner's path all the way through, which has led me to Exeter City for round 1, 2 and 3.
Obviously you're here for the first round game against Barnet. I think that is the epitome of an FA Cup game, wasn't it? A crazy match.
That was honestly one of the best games of football I've ever seen. I think that is probably the highlight of the journey because I went in the hospitality suite as well. It's the first time I've done hospitality at a football ground for a long time, and the whole experience was brilliant. And then that game of football, I think the last 15 minutes of that game was just breathless, breathtaking.
Yeah, God forbid anyone that left early. A bit more routine against Chesterfield, thankfully, a 2-0 win.
Yeah.
But great that you've come back and you've really enjoyed your time here.
I've loved it, yeah. I think the thing I've noticed the most about this club is how proud everyone is of it. As a Hereford supporter that's watched my own club go bankrupt, when the Supporters Trust didn't get hold of the club, they sold to somebody else and the club went under as a result of mismanagement. So I'm really impressed with what the Supporters Club's done here. And you go into the bar, I think I went into the Adam Stansfield stand last time. Even the staff sort of behind the kiosks, everyone just seems so proud of the club and what you've achieved, and you really should be as well. It's brilliant.
Feels like fate really as well, being a Hereford fan, obviously the club's links with Adam Stansfield as well. It's all worked out quite nicely.
It's worked out brilliantly. And also I played football myself at a relatively good standard for Bromsgrove Rovers in the Dr. Martins League years ago, and the journey took me to Bromsgrove as well, so it's kind of bizarre how many links there have been on the road to Wembley.
So tell me a little bit about the joke your family member made when you were talking about starting this challenge.
Yeah, so my brother said, when I said I was starting at Hucknall Town and I was going to follow the journey all the way to Wembley, my brother joked, oh yeah, what if you get somewhere like Exeter and they keep winning and you have to keep going back there? Well, that's what's happened. So a couple more rounds here maybe.
You've taken it on your stride, and I like the confidence. Obviously a game against the Championship side Oxford today, so you're either going to be following Exeter or following Oxford in the next round, but
I will, yeah.
I imagine you've got a preference, right, given your previous answers.
Yeah, it's really easy to get behind Exeter. My granddad grew up in Exmouth, so he grew up with Exeter City as well. They were his local club before he moved to Hereford and decided he was a Hereford United supporter, and that's why I am. When the draw was made, I was confident that Exeter would go through, but since Oxford have had a new manager, they've started to turn things around. I think it might be a really tight game. I'm not sure. It really could go either way.
Regardless of the result today then, where do you want the next game to be against one of these two opponents?
I was saying to my wife on the way down here, I would love to end up at somewhere like Hillsborough or the Stadium of Light. I think Sheffield Wednesday or Sunderland would be brilliant grounds to go to. I don't really want a massive club yet because I don't want to have to adopt like one of the big six and then stay with them all the way through to the final.
And then try and get a ticket as well.
And then trying to get tickets as well, yeah.
Well, Jon, it's great to have you on. Hopefully this journey that we can continue with us, and I hope you enjoy the game today. And
thank you.
Who knows, it's the FA Cup, it might be like Barnet all over again.
Yeah, let's hope so.